on a crisis.
Because most of the versions of the answer to this are either find a billionaire or a very rich person to support your local paper, and or with a very small staff, use social media, use Twitter to augment what you're doing. It seems like that's not enough. You're talking to a bunch of people who have money and access to technology. What do you want from them? Is that your ask? You want them to help with local news?
Well, I want them to help me first.
What do you need?
Look, I think that I think that the New York Times has proven in the let me talk about me, then I'll talk about them. Forgive me. I think the New York Times has proven in the last few months, to be frank, and I'll give the credit to the reporters, that it's vital to democracy. I think that the New York Times, is going to. I am not averse to accepting money if I can figure out how to do it from philanthropies. I think that the New York.
But you're a for-profit institution, publicly traded.
Yeah, but there are for-profit institutions that have ways to accept money from philanthropies.
So you will take a check.
I will take a check under the right circumstances.
Which
I will take a check. Money devoted to an ambitious coverage area from somebody who has no political axe to grind.
That person exists? Everyone's got an axe, right? Everybody wants something.
Let's put it this way. I'm doing a joint project with the New Orleans Times-Picayune, a paper that's close to my heart because I started there. We're doing a joint project about the environment, and their reporting effort has been supported by philanthropists who just want more stories about the environment. I think that I've looked at it, I've talked to them. I think that's great. I think that's fine. So what I would say is subscribe to the New York Times. Let's also think about the future of the New York Times. But then I would say to philanthropists and local leaders, you should think about a way to sustain local journalism. And I don't know what that model is. The current model obviously does not work, right? The model that sustains some of these great, and by the way, the papers themselves screwed up. A lot of these papers cut themselves to the bone. A lot of these papers were seduced by clicks. A lot of these papers, produce too much of their digital coverage is about crime and sports, and they have made some giant mistakes too.
But first,